Hi, I'm Matt Bloomberg. I'm the event organiser at Glastonbarry, and today we are building a festival. This year, touch wood, we're in a good place.
What are you most looking forward to this year?
The best bit for me always is going home on Sunday when nobody's died. That's the most important thing. Making sure everyone gets home safe. We've had a good time. It's just fingers crossed. I'm always looking at the risks really, and making sure things are running smoothly. So we've got all the boys who are setting up a bit of track mat for the deliveries and things. In the background, the big top is being put up, and then we've got the one of the storage trailers coming in for the alcohol. There's all sorts going on in the background, as you can see. Just to my left is my my boss, the real boss.
Come in. Shout out to Team Bloomberg, by the way. Hello, I'm a boss of Mack events, and I'm here setting up Glastonbarry.
And then they come in. Well, it's not a toy, that.
I don't have any interesting stories yet, apart from us currently fanning about moving this trailer in for the 18th time. But the driver's really nice, so we've managed to move him in a few times, and now he's going somewhere else that's quite wrong. So, Keanu, why is he going so far back? Yeah, no, he's got to go much further forward, yeah, much further forward. Oh, okay, I'll let him drive, innit? He's the pro. It's day one. We've had a brief this morning with me, talking about cleanliness, activity driving the vehicles, protection of the surface, rubbish, all that kind of stuff is important to us, because we want to not only present a good image to the public, but to ourselves as professionals, so that when suppliers come in and work with us, they act accordingly as well. And it's not one massive clean-up at the end. It's constantly kept in the condition that we accepted the park on from the council. That's really important to us. The park is Glastonbarry, really. Romiley Park is the home of Glastonbarry, isn't it? You know, and that is fundamental to what we do. It's a single space, really, which we completely take over, so to speak, to put the event on. And without this park, and it is a beautiful park, it's tree-lined the whole way round, provides a real good vibe for the event. Without this park and us looking after it, and it means Glastonbarry can't happen, really. So it's important we look after it during the build, look after it during the event, look after it during the D-rig, so that when we take it and leave, then the council allow us to have it again. And that's the reason why we're so precious about it, and it's just so important to us to protect it.
Day one, what we're doing is we're securing the park. So we came down yesterday, we put some tomato fence, they call it. It's a bit of rope, really, to try and let the public know that this is going to become a construction site. By doing that, it's basically we're trying to keep people off for their own safety, not for any other reasons. We're not spoil sports. But as you can see, the fence is starting to form, and by the end of the day, the fence will be formed and this will be a secure area. At the same time, we have the main tent coming up, which is a 70-metre tent. Now that's going to take a bit of while to put together, but it's the largest tent we've had at any of these festivals. So it's going to be really interesting when it's up to see how much room it takes. This year we've taken a little bit more of the park, and we're using the banks to allow people to sit on the banks and watch the bands as well. So it's just trying to make it a much more relaxing environment, and hopefully with the good weather people will be sat out a lot more.
And go.
The tent is up! Woo!
The lights on, baby.
Big news, Glastonbarry is officially open. Hello, I'm Tara Bandito, and I actually had the privilege of opening Glastonbarry, which was rather scary, and I wondered if anyone would be there. There were loads of people there. They were dancing with me. We had an absolute blast. I could see my dog and my mum over there as well. What a good day. It's been excellent, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the gig.
Hey, they all speak in French, mate.
Where is he? Where is he? He's hiding, man.
This one, eh?
So good morning, my name is Rudy. I've got a company called The Artisan Cook. We do pizza. We've been doing them for the last 11 years. We're here in the sun beautiful Barry at Glastonbarry. This is our 10th anniversary with the boys from Glastonbarry. We started when they were on year one, so they're 11 years old, we're 10 years old. We are local, we've got a little pitch in Sully, and then it's our pleasure to come and, you know, try to serve pizza to those wonderful people of Barry. I mean, it's great because it's all the local people. As you noticed when you came in, you know, we've got a lot of friends about, we've got a lot of regulars about. It's amazing to have all that around. Such a sunny day, beautiful music, lovely people, good drinks, good food. All my colleagues there, they make some amazing food as well. And enjoy yourself, guys.
Hi everyone, so I'm here with John from CJCH, our main sponsor for the event at Glastonbarry 2024. Brian, one of our main players in the organisation team, along with myself, site manager slash, you know, whatever you want to call me at any time. And we're going to have a little site tour, show John around behind the scenes, and give him a flavour for what really happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Love to see what goes on behind the tent. All we ever look at is the front and the bar, so take us away, Ash.
Let's go, we'll have a wander. So, I mean, yes, first of all, you can see the sort of infrastructure we've got here, large generators and fuel, so on and so forth, which supports the event. We're fully energised in the full circumference of the property, if you like, of what we take. And we'll have a run up the side of the big top. This year, we've brought a big top in. It's a lot larger, 15 to 20 metres larger in terms of length, and it's about 12.5 metres wider. So it's a lot bigger. We'll go in and have a quick look at the back of the house now. And we've got obviously the full stage setup. It's going to be a bit loud. Back of the stage now, the main stage, you can see it's quite a substantial setup. 2 main screens brought in. And we won't go too close now because there's a potential for artists changing. You can see it's fully operational with the sound desks and all that kind of stuff. And then where you're hanging out currently, the sponsors area to our left, stage left. And as you can see, it's a much larger big top. You know, last year the canopy was quite a bit lower. This year the canopy's a lot higher. You could probably drive an Arctic truck in. It's that large. Quite significant improvement on last year's big top. And the supply from them has been absolutely bang on, to be honest.
And how long does it take you to put this size tent up?
So I brought the lorries in early Monday morning. We were here to bring them on site, to the site at the rear there where we just were. Yeah. And then it takes about, I'd say if we talk in terms of hours, based upon when they started, it's probably about 12 or 13 hours in total. They were on site unloading. There's a big piece of work that needs to be done there. They use our telehandlers. We bring in a 40 kVA generator, supply them with that, and then they sort of stack it out, and it's incrementally raised based upon winches within the king pole. You can see the winches in there now, and they're at the base, and it sort of incrementally gets winched up, and then using the outer peg line, then it's sort of brought really tight, and that gives you the structure then, if you like. And the king poles then are pinned out. It gives you that effect. That's about as much of the science as I know.
The view from here is a little bit different.
Unbelievable.
So these guys are getting themselves ready now. So what happens, the other thing we do is the top stage costs music. One goes, the other comes on. That's why it's quite important from the timing perspective. For all the artists have such a great time, there's so many people here.
Want to come back.
They want to do another song. They want to push all that time in.
And I think you feel that vibe from the crowd. You understand that they're vibing.
Yeah.
on the energy from the crowd. You can see the acts having a fantastic time. But it is quite intimidating, I suppose, just looking at it from this side and thinking, wow, it's a massive exposure.
So this year, an addition has been the sponsors area.
Yeah.
So let's take you through that.
Look.
So the idea is you're actually going to get bar service here. Somebody will run up here. Still got to pay your tokens, but you get a bar service. Work it through. So what we try to do is just make it something special. But the thing is, whereas before you can see that, we allow you to see from the side.
Oh, right.
And look at a band from the side. Just a different experience.
That whole area over there looks great. And I know that all of the guys that have come with me as guests are really looking forward to being in that zone for the next band.
Would that be Duran Duran by any chance?
Yeah, right bit.
Excellent.
Rear of the bars here, so I'll talk you through it. You can see we've got major infrastructure down there. There's all the stillages and stuff for the fencing, which we bring in. Gap have been really good to us. They're a national company, but they're very, very good. Yeah. And then you turn around and you've got a forklift, which is, probably wouldn't associate forklifts and sort of construction work with a festival. We bring in a 40-foot refrigerated trailer, which is a backup. As you can see, it's got a motor on the back there. So if I lose power, I can switch the generator on without the plug-in. It's fully diesel powered, so I can still keep the beer cool.
So that's a truck full of beer.
Truck full of beer.
Truck full of beer.
Okay, and I got a full cold store then.
Lovely.
So that is one of the first things that comes in. Truck full of beer. And
it's
you
the
start,
important things,
yeah.
the little things in life.
And I guess, obviously, they've got the main VIP bar then, which is a very small, well, I say very small, which is a smaller version of the main bar. This is the main bar. You can see another set of generators there. And this is then the real gubbins, which makes the festival tick, which we all know is alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we call the cold store. The technical term is it's a TP26, 3 bays, ratcheted together with extraction units and aircon at either end. And what it does is, even outside is boiling, but when they leave the doors closed for a while, this can go down to 3 degrees. And there's Jason, the bar manager. He's going to skip through at the minute. So it's a real good bit of kit. In terms of the surface area and what we can stock, I mean, if you just have a look around, it's an enormous amount of stock.
Yeah, it's huge.
You know, and this is the main stock for the whole of the site, the AU vodka bar and the VIP bar. So it all comes from here, basically.
And do you think you'll need to replenish this for tomorrow?
Jason's the man to ask, but more than likely, a lot of these barrels are on a cycle, as I understand it. I'm not too technical on bar activity, but fundamentally, the Python lines come through the wall there, and underneath, as you can see, and it runs as very much in the same way as a pub does. Change a keg, out it goes, and another one goes on, and it's continually replenished. And then everything comes from the 40-foot refrigerated trailer. Yeah. Johnny and Matt and the boys who run the bar might tell me it's a different scenario, but the scenario generally is this comes out, in, serviced, and out again.
There's so much behind the scenes that you just don't think of, don't expect, you just take for granted. Your beer's going to be cold, your pint's going to be chilled, your lemonade will be fresh.
That's it.
Busy.
The guys who bring this in are called Dawson Group, or they've got a slightly, I think it's either one of the companies is a subsidiary called Tectonics or Dawson Group. I'm not 100% sure on it, but we'll call it Dawson Group. And they come in and they're fantastic, absolutely brilliant. This is up in a day with the second one as well. Yeah. And it's as you can tell, the doors are open a lot because it's being serviced, but it's still colder.
It keeps the temperature
than most
regulated. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good, really good. And I know when the doors are open a lot because they've said to us that they'll freeze, and it's freezing.
Oh right.
So they freeze over when the doors open because the moisture comes in. So what it does, like I said, I'm not too technical. It just sucks the moisture out the air. Yeah. That's what they do, and that's how they get it down to temp.
It's a science, and you've got it all. It's a finely tuned machine.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. These MDUs with the chillers, it cools the beer more than once, and then it dispenses 12 pints at a time. So each station, which to be fair, Jamie from Synergy has built us pouring stations, Synergy scaffolding, really good, and they're very functional, as you can see, as pouring stations. And what it does is it means that each pouring station, through the MDU system and the cooling, from the cooling in the refrigerators to here, to the MDUs being poured, they can get 1,000 pints out an hour per station, which is quite a lot really.
It's huge, and when you think there's no queue, everybody's coming through smoothly, grabbing their drink, and off they go. There's no and I think that's quite a frustrating thing if you're waiting in a queue, and you're then missing out on the band. So the service from these guys is unbelievable. It's second to none. I think they work really hard, and again, it's something which is off to a T.
Yeah, as you can see, it's all working smoothly, way beyond my knowledge set, but they asked me to bring it in and help them out build it.
I can tell you my expertise, that I can just walk up there without queuing, my beer's there, it's nice and cold, and off you go.
Better get one.
Can I help myself to one of those?
Go for it.
Cheers.
Hey!
Hi everyone!
We're Wybin and Wayne.
He's Wybin, I'm Wayne. Here?
Huh? And we are super excited to be back hosting Glastonbarry for the 3rd year.
3 years of the best party in South Wales, probably Wales.
Yes, there's an absolute party banging going on behind us right now.